Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Today we're looking at verse 3 in Psalm 87. So if you have your Bible, why don't you open it up with me to Psalm 87, and we'll proceed here in just a minute. This has been a wonderful little introduction that we've had. The foundations in the holy mountains, the Lord loves the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. And this, of course, is the sons of Korah. Sons of Korah was that chorus of men who were part of the Levitical priesthood. And they are the singers and the porters and the instrument players and so forth. So, their focus is really the worship and the temple worship. And when they write this, of course, they're thinking about how wonderful it is that God has given the people a place. And it's a place that He loves, and it's a place where He's put His name. And so this place is so significant, and it's also significant for us as a church. This is not something historical only, but it's also something prophetic. Even though maybe you have never seen Jerusalem, and maybe never will, you've never walked those streets. You've never seen the old city. You've never seen the new city of Jerusalem. But one day, we're going to, all of us as a church, be there. And we'll talk about that a little bit today. Notice verse 3. Glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of God. Now, we could say, well, that's fine, but is that for right now, or is that something else? Well, it's both past, I think, and future. Past in the sense that in 2 Chronicles chapter 7, when the Lord speaks to Solomon, remember Solomon is, he's making his prayer. Let me turn there real quick. Yes, Solomon finished the house of the Lord there in verse 11 of chapter 7, 2 Chronicles. And the king's house and all that came into Solomon's heart to make. And then the Lord appeared to Solomon by night and said unto him, I have heard your prayer and have chosen this place to myself for an house of sacrifice. So we see the Lord choosing Jerusalem, and He gives him the promise. If I shut up heaven that there be no rain, and I send pestilence among my people, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face. Well, where is that happening? That's happening in Jerusalem. It's happening at the place where God has chosen His name to be, this place that He's chosen for an house of sacrifice. So the Lord goes on to give the promise, my eyes will be open, my ears attent unto the prayer that is made in this place. For I have chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever. Now we know that the forever part, well, the temple's no longer there, right? That platform has been raised, and now there's a foreign temple there. But the temple of the Lord's no longer there. But His name is in that place where the sacrifice is made. And so, looking back, we see that, yes, it was wonderful that glorious things were spoken there about that place, but now the place has been removed. How does the forever figure into this? Well, it figures in because Jerusalem still became the place where Messiah was sacrificed, and now the heavenly Jerusalem is the place where that blood was placed upon the altar. And so there is a forever sense that the heavenly Zion now has replaced the earthly Zion, where the blood once was shed, but now it's been removed. The blood of Christ was shed in that city, or outside of that city rather, and then that blood was taken to the throne in heaven, where it was placed for the remission of sins for everyone, who that the Lord our God would choose. And so we have that sense that we have a past that's glorious. We also have a future that's glorious because of the heavenly city, where, number one, the sacrifice was made or taken, and then also because of what the Bible has to say there. Let's see, where was that? In Hebrews chapter 11, verses 13 through 16. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on earth. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country. And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country, that is, an heavenly. Wherefore God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared for them a city. You see, it's looking forward now to this city of God, which is in the heavens. Glorious things are spoken of thee in the past, and as we look forward into the future, we see that there is a heavenly city to be gained, a place where God is, a place where he dwells, and that place will remain forever. We have a Selah here at the end of verse 3, so we're going to take our break. We'll look at verse 4 tomorrow here on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.